everyone, welcome back to the Minecraft Book Club. I am, of course, the Candle King, and today we are going to be reviewing. I missed the wrong button, that's why I took a screenshot. But today we are going to be reviewing the book, The Ruthless Elimination of Hurry by Mark Comer. But before that, I'm going to be doing some exploring, because today I want to build the skeleton XP farm down in that mine shaft, because we found two spawners, a zombie and a skeleton. Currently, I'm not too interested in the zombie spawner, so we're just going to make a skeleton grinder today. So if you're here just for the book review, you can skip to the timestamp I have up on the screen, but I encourage you to watch the entire Minecraft content. So, we have this map from, I don't remember what episode, I think episode 4, and I need kelp. So I figured, while we go and look for kelp, I can go and fill this map out a bit more. Of my bed. Ooh, I probably shouldn't have all the iron in the world on me. Let's put that back. But yeah, for the skeleton farm, it's a lot easier if we have kelp. So I decided, let's go look for some kelp. I think it's only in oceans, but I think lakes and sometimes rivers have kelp as well. No kelp in there, right? Yeah, unfortunate. If you look on the map like here, I think that is our best option for kelp. I'm just making a direct path there, and maybe we'll intercept some kelp on the way if we're lucky. Last night I was in a pretty bad pain. I think I've mentioned my wrist being sprained a couple episodes ago, so I started working out. Well, apparently it wasn't healed all the way, because last night I was up till 2, basically in tears from pain. And I finally caved. I went and got an Advil. First time ever trying Advil. And then I was asleep within like 10 minutes, which was super nice. I was in so much pain from my wrist. But we're all good now. We're all happy and not in pain anymore. Also, if I haven't mentioned it before, I am going to start using that seed map program, or chunk base I think is what it's called. You can just put in your seed and view all the biomes around. Just because this is a large biomes world, it's a lot harder to find specific biomes. And I don't want to make this world like 3 gigabytes large, I'm trying to keep it reasonably small. Whoa, that is a massive village right there. I'll take that as well. This is wonderful terrain generation. Good job, Minecraft. I'll take an iron helmet, thank you. And I will take that very happily. Bro, another village? This is crazy. Iron, saddle, gold horse armor. Is that a third village? There are some horses here. Cool. Of all things today, I was not expecting... Oh, this is slow. These guys are so slow, my goodness. Please? There we go. That's a fast one. Oh, there we go. I went north a bit, just because I was getting a little tired of going east. But there is kelp, right there. Perfect. Alright, so we have our kelp, and a bunch of loot, and we'll be heading back now to the base. There we go, we're back. You see, this is why I like the overworld a lot more than the nether. I can actually make it back without any issues. Let's just put this guy in here for now. I don't really have a good spot for him. Alright, so we should have all the tools we need, or all the supplies. I'm just going to put that on the pick so it's easier to mine. But let's get started on this skeleton grinder. Alright, so we're here at the skeleton spawner, and while I am making this, I will be talking about my book review for The Ruthless Elimination of Hurry by Mark Comer. So the first thing I'm going to mention is the writing style. I really enjoyed the writing style here. I think it's quite rare to read a book that does second person really well, and Comer is able to pull it off. So that was very nice. Whoa, are you kidding me? That's crazy. Well, change of plans, I gotta go back and get my pick. But yeah, his writing style is very reminiscent of a lot of ancient Christianity writers, such as St. Augustine, which I thought I've read Augustine before, and it was a little confusing what he was talking about, but I did enjoy his style, which I think he was mimicking ancient Greek writing. So it's nice to see the writing style continue into the modern day with Comer. But all the conversational aspects of the book were very fun, and I did enjoy that. All right. So those 3 blocks became 9. Fortune goes insane. But yeah, it's always nice when a writing style is very easy to read, because it makes a lot of the information in the book a lot easier to digest, right? If you have really flowery prose, that's cool. It's very pretty once you understand what it means, but it takes a lot longer. Whoa, no way. That is, okay. But yeah, when you have a flowery writing style, at least for me, it's a lot harder to understand sometimes. But it is prettier once you understand it. When I'm reading a book like Comer, I'm not looking to, get flowery poetry from it. I'm looking to get information about how to unhurry my life. That's fine. Or no way! You can't make this up, dude. Are you kidding me? That's crazy. Okay, so we're at 13. So now we're at 21. So I also think Comer's book outlined the issue very well. He spent the first 2 parts basically talking about what the issue he was going to talk about was, and I really enjoyed that. It really put the issue into perspective or into frame. So yeah, after outlining the issue, he spends the rest of the book talking about ways to fix it, and I'm gonna go over each of the 4 solutions he outlined. So the first one was on silence and how silence will unhurry your life. This point was fine, I guess. It wasn't his strongest one, so I'm surprised he put it first, but I could see how silence could help people. But for me, his arguments weren't too compelling when it came to silence. He basically just talked about how, having a quiet mind will make you feel less busy, I guess, which I don't know. I don't think he put the 2 together very well. So, like, I understand that silence is good, but I don't think he made a good way of explaining why silence would make you feel less hurried, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so I'm a complete idiot. I was watching a bunch of tutorials last night and I got a bunch confused. I didn't even need the kelp today. So this was a complete waste of time. But, at least we have kelp for something, I guess. What I'm trying to say here is that he didn't really connect the topic of the book well with the topic of the chapter, right? Like, I understand that silence is good, but I don't understand why it is important to reduce hurry, I guess. He didn't really connect that well. Unlike me, who connected my ladder here with the entrance to this skeleton farm over here, I did fix parts of the design and I got myself a hopper and some chests, so it will be a lot better now. On the other hand, his next section about the Sabbath was actually really good. I very much enjoyed his chapter on the Sabbath, and I think it was one of his strongest chapters in the book. Alright, here we go. Let me go down the ladder, please. Alright. Yep, I figured as much. So yeah, the Sabbath part was very good. I can see why, taking a rest would reduce hurry. He was very clear on that. He provided a lot of good examples. I genuinely did enjoy that part of the book. I myself am not Christian. However, I could really see how a lot of his arguments on the Sabbath would be compelling to a Christian, right? Especially the whole, like, God had to rest, so you need to as well. Because if that guy needed it, then you do. You definitely do. He also did a really good job of making it sound really fun, because even as a non-Christian, like, I'm kind of considering taking a Sabbath myself. Just like a break every week to just sit there and, I mean, I wouldn't sit there and read and pray all day, right? I would go do something else. But, for the ordinary person, it's probably really good to have a day without your phone or a day, just with your family or with your friends, just to hang out and have fun and not worry about all the things that could cause hurry in your life. And, I guess that kind of ties into silence, right? You're silencing the the stuff that you don't need to worry about. Perfect. Break these blocks. All right. I'm stuck again. There we go. Let me get my food, dude. I suck at this for some reason. Let's break those blocks. And the torch here. Okay, dude. We get it. You're cool. Alright. We finally have it. Beautiful. Let's grab all our stuff from there. And these guys we can just whack like that. Perfect. So I guess I'll just sit and AFK here while talking about the book. Yeah, I also really liked, I think this was the best analogy in his book, was the moped governor being essentially what the Sabbath is. The governor is basically the thing on the motorcycle that caps you out at a certain mileage. But yeah, I really liked that analogy because it was very clear why the Sabbath was important, because it physically slows down your life at a pace that is, I guess, more reasonable, and that in and of itself will reduce hurry. So I just liked how that was very clear and, I guess, more visual on why that reduces hurry. It was a lot easier to explain it that way. His section on simplicity was also pretty good. I enjoyed seeing how he explained how simplicity would reduce hurry, because, just reducing the amount of stuff you have in your life, that simplicity and that in and of itself also reduces hurry, right? So I thought that point was very good. That if you feel too hurried, just reduce the amount of things in your life, keep a nice simple life, and you're not going to have that issue. The simplicity section also had a lot of good tips and advice, like how you shouldn't impulse buy or how fewer things was better and that you should share. He gave very good solutions on how to live a simple life, that it wasn't, just like, oh, go live in a monastery and live like a monk. No, he provided actual good solutions to the issue at hand, and I did appreciate that. He also did a good job of explaining why our complicated lives today have made our lives a lot less good, right? He mentioned how we don't have 20-hour work weeks because, we're buying newer and newer and better constantly, when we should just be content with the simple things that get the task done good enough, right? There's no need for us to have the newest HD TV, right? Because that's going to suck up more of our time. That's going to be expensive, so you have to pay for that with money. And you're going to spend so much time on the TV that, the rest of your life feels hurried because you're wasting like 35 hours a week. I think that's what he said the average American spends watching TV. 35 hours a week is crazy. But his explanation there on why we aren't living, uh, you know, a more easy life despite the modernization that we've felt in the last like 10 years was very good. Now, slowing was a bit of a weirder chapter because it was basically just a list of 20 things on how to slow down your life, which, slowing is the opposite of hurry, so you don't really have to connect how... Goodness, okay, let me kill these guys. But you don't really have to connect how slowing is going to reduce hurry because it is basically the definition, right? Because if you have a slower life, then you're not hurried. Despite this just being, like 20 tips on how to slow your life, I thought this was the section with the best tips and advice out of all the sections, except maybe the Sabbath, although I might be impartial to that because I liked his story about the cast iron cookie. But yeah, he had a lot of great ideas here, such as journaling or single tasking, killing entertainment, and, making your phone dumb. I thought that was a very good point, or like a good tip, is to you know, delete everything off your phone except the bare necessities, or, put your phone to bed, give your phone a bedtime. That was actually like a really cool solution that I think I might actually implement myself. Although I've been getting to the point where I use my laptop late at night, but not my phone. So maybe I need to put my laptop to bed as well. But just in general, entertainment devices go to bed at 8:30, and then the rest of the night you have to either I don't know, read a book or paint or draw or something more fulfilling in your life than rotting on your electronic device. We have so much stuff in here that we do not need. Look at all these bows. What am I supposed to do with these bows, man? Much better. Alright, so that'll about do it for my book review. I will do a little thing at the end for the book, but next book we'll be reading is 1984 by George Orwell. I actually haven't read this book yet, and I know I said at the start that I'd be doing non-fiction books only, but I figured we could work some classics in there. So we're going to switch off every other book. We'll do a nonfiction and then a classic, or something like that. Maybe not always a classic, maybe it's some hot fiction right now. But regardless, it's going to not always be nonfiction, because nonfiction is a lot harder to review. I'll be talking about chapters 1 through 3 on Monday's video, so if you would like to read along, just read chapters 1, 2, and 3. Made this little trash can. Just hit Q and they all fall in there. Hits the wall. Quite a decent amount of loot from the 30 minutes I've been sitting here while I edit the last few clips in the video. So this isn't a horrible farm, especially because, we're at 40 levels. 41 now. There goes my sword. So let's head back up. That's the wrong ladder. So I've had this idea on what to do each time we finish reading a book, so we're going to do that today. So here we are, finished with the Ruthless Elimination of Hurry. This was done on episodes 2 through 8. I'm going to put this at 8 out of 10. I think, the chapter on silence wasn't very good. But still, the rest of the book was still really good. So rating 8 out of 10. We're going to sign this. Enter book title, The Ruthless Elimination of Hurry. Sign and close. And into the bookshelf it goes. So last step today. We're going to go in here with our 41 levels. Very beautiful. I don't really like sharpness on that, so we're going to disenchant it. And can I put this in here? Okay, it doesn't tell me what's available, so I need to craft it real quick. Something cool. Ugh, not really. So let's see, efficiency 4, I'll take that. Silk Touch, beautiful. So we have our 2 picks. Silk Touch and Fortune 3. Very nice. Very nice. Efficiency 4 versus Unbreaking 3. Piercing. Let's go for the efficiency 4. Ooh, Silk Touch. Very nice. Well, that's fine. We have some really nice pickaxes now. And a really nice shovel. Let's see how fast this is. Oh. That's beautiful. I don't think I've ever had a Silk Touch shovel in Minecraft. So that is very nice to have. Not quite instant, but very fast. Ooh, that is nice. Alright, well thank you all for watching. This has been fun. Remember, 1984, chapters 1, 2, and 3 for next Monday, for this Monday. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and have a great day.